Let me show you a quicker, smarter way to use AI in Zendesk. We built this app, if you can see my screen here on the left-hand side. Once you install it from the marketplace, this is our home page on the Zendesk marketplace, and you go to Flint AI Assistant. It's an autonomous agent. It's also an assistant. And you click install, you choose your domain, and then you choose one of these plans. I've decided to keep all features in all plans. We don't gatekeep any features and functionality from any of these plans. It says different here, but no, you get every feature in every type of these. So up to 500 tickets for 49 euros, 99 euros for up to 1500, and then up to 5,000 tickets for 200 euros. Now this is a totally different approach from Zendesk, who charges per resolution and per access to the platform and per agency, etc. So it's a completely different model. We don't charge by the success rate, we charge by consumption. Going back to Zendesk, you can decide for yourself how much you want to consume and how fast actually. With our recommended, which is the GPT-5 mini, you get up to the amounts that I showed earlier of tickets consumption. But if you choose a smarter model because you want your AI to be smarter, you can get the newest, the brightest, and choose from one of them. I use 5.2 for this one, but you can use Gemini as well, the newest ones, which are obviously more expensive, but that's fine. This is just a testing, by the way. So let me just ask something real quick. Can you recommend some cigars for weddings, please? Let's say hi, And this is me just testing it. Okay, so I'm in Zendesk, I'm testing it. I'm not taking it live. So this is a thinking model and it takes a while. The AI reads my documentation, my knowledge base, and makes some recommendations. If you're just starting out, you should get this. If you have aficionados in the group, you should get this. And it gives me some examples. It takes me to the product. I can go buy it directly, which is great. It's a consultant actually for your sales, right? So people can buy. So people chat with it via chat, via email. If I catch something that I don't like in here, I can train it. And what I can do right now to train it, I can do / and I have either prompt to make it adjust its prompt automatically based on what I tell it, or sys to inquire, why did you answer this way? So I understand what's going on. In this case, it did answer correctly. And I just want to say prompt now. Make sure to act as a consultant all the time. Now, this is just an example. I don't know your use case. As many companies as there are out there, multiply that by 1,000, and that's how many variations you get in this thing and how you train it, because everyone's way of doing things is somewhat different. And now back to here, let's see what it did. Prompt, make sure to act like a consultant all the time. Now what this does is it connects to a smart AI and it interrogates the prompt or the brain of my agent, and then make suggestions based on what I give it here, how I train it. Okay, so let's see. Added a consultation support style without changing the agent role, strengthened politeness per user feedback, and included domain-specific event guidance, escalations, queues, blah. So parts of your request conflict with locked core rules when not applied. Instructions ask the agents to act as a consultant all the time. Conflicts with requirements to remain support agent and not change roles. You see? And it gives me addition to my prompt. And I can save this version, and then I can see it here in my prompts. Here it is. It has this blue dot here, which means it is activated. So now if I click edit, I can see that it's active, and this is how my agent now thinks, and this is its brain. Okay, so now this is just a quick example of what it does. So I wanted to give you a bit of a training because I see some of you guys have started to download it and to use it. The version you have is 1 day older because we're making iterations every day. And so I think you guys, when you download from the Zendesk marketplace, in here when you click install, you get the 308. 308, what it's missing is details, which is taking it live. What we've done is we've added this offline online button. So if you hover over it, you can see the status. So you have a subscription, you have OAuth connected, webhook configured. Trigger is not enabled. So trigger is for email and it's not enabled. The chat widget isn't linked. So let me show you how to do it, because you guys don't have these, and you will see them next week, probably in next week's release. So if you go here in triggers, this is my setup, my triggers, and in here where it says triggers, I have one which is inactive. I can just activate it with the toggle. And by the way, just going to click this edit. It's going to take me directly to the trigger. And this is the trigger. This is what's going to be created for you. Meet all of these conditions. Ticket status contains at least one of these statuses, new and open. So this is where I want my agent to reply. If it's an email form or API request, notified by webhook, you have to create this trigger now for yourself because we didn't want when you install this to let it run into the wild. Yeah, you have to create it yourself. So this is what it looks like. Upon request, we can create it for you. It's fine. But in next week's release, you don't have to do anything. You will see this toggle and you will be able to just click activate like this. The trigger will be created for you. So it will be just activated by default. Now, if you can see, if I'm hovering over this and I click this system status to recheck, boom, the trigger is enabled. So now it automatically answers for my customers. And I will do an example in just a quick second. But my chat widget is still unlinked. So if I go here on the chat widget, I can edit the credentials. Don't worry about that. Just click auto config and it will do it by itself. And it's now good. It's linked. It's good. So if you go here and you hover again, chat widget linked as well. So now you can use it on chat and email. By the way, if you enjoy the content, I'd be really grateful if you subscribe to this YouTube channel and you let me know what you think in the comments and I will get back to you. I'd be really grateful and thank you so much. Okay, let's quickly test this. I'm going to paste in the support address. Let's test from this email. I want your help. I want your help. Can you recommend a cigar for a medium smoker? I don't smoke cigars, so I don't know. For a medium smoker, like I've smoked 2 times in my life and I am not great at it. All right, good. Let's send this up. So this is going to submit a ticket into this account. Let's go here in my views. Let's see recently updated tickets. We're going to wait for this ticket. So while we do that, I just want to show you something else. So in data stores, so this is where you can upload your documents. You can create folders for your documents because you, for example, you want for billing procedures or billing stuff, you want a folder just for that. Create a folder and then you map it here in data mapping. You create rules and you say ticket status no, but let's do brand is Roca. You just want to use the folder name is this one, Romania. I'm going to use this, or I can use the test folder, not this. File name document folder is test. Just save the rule. If somebody writes from the brand Roca, we will only use the files in this folder. You can do the same with your help center, map it exactly like this via brand, organization, whatever. But I'm going to cancel it for now because I don't want to do that. I can fetch data here. This is where I can index help centers. I can index help centers from Zendesk, even private information like private content if I want. I can index from Intercom, from WordPress. This is going to get longer because we're going to add where you can index stuff. But currently, this is where we're at. By the way, my name is Dominic, customer experience expert, CCXP certified, and yeah, on with the video. Okay, so I have shown you this. Let me show you what the agent came back with. So look, hi Dominic, remember I asked for a cigar. Okay, happy to hear from you. For medium smoker who's new to cigars, I recommend starting out with something Macadu, known for his smooth mar Feel free to give these ones a try. How do I try these if I don't have a freaking link to look at them? How can I try these out if I don't have a link? Do you expect me to go to the website and search for these like a wild animal? Yeah, right. We're giving us some zhazh. Just help me out. Give me links. What the hell is this? I'm just being a bitch like anyone would. Like, why is your support mediocre? This is just an occupational defect. I hate mediocre customer service because I know you can do it better. There's just people who don't do it better or just lazy, and I don't like that. Okay, what else can I show you? Yeah, let's go to chat widget and let's just click test because I want to test it. In the meantime, this responded. It says, okay, so hi Dominic, fair point. No, I don't expect you to go hunting the site unlike wild animal. If I'm recommending a specific cigars, either link them or give you a clean way to find them fast. Right now, I am missing one detail. I need to the correct links. Which Havana's House country store are you were on? Ooh, nice. Okay, so very clarifying. In the meantime, if you want them to quickly site, open the site and use these exact names. I don't like that. Okay. Which Havana website? Havana House. This is the customer. Let me say I was on the havanahouse.co.uk and I am in the UK. I'm actually not, but let's see what it says. Okay, so now let's see. I'm back in here while Lot's communicating with me via email. All right, so let me test this web widget. All right, let me just open it. Yo, where can I get some of those super good cigars? All right, so let's see. Hi there. If you're looking at some excellent cigars, Havana House is a fantastic place to blah blah. You can visit the website cigar section. Happy smoking if you like source cigars UK. I need some of these which are good for professional smokers. All right, good. So let's get chatty. So this came back. Yes, it did. Let's see what it came back with. All right. Another thing that I wanted to tell you is the fact that when this will reply as one of your agents. So make sure you know who that person is. So you leave one of your account names, like one of the people in your Zendesk account, as the people who's going to reply, because it's going to use like an actual Zendesk account, like an agent account in your Zendesk. And so it got back. I was asking for a link. The cigars are mentioned Macaduro aren't necessarily products we list on Havana House. I don't have access to generate reliable direct products for UK site. I don't want you to send you to dead links. I see now. Remember when I told you that I made it a consultant, and now it's just like in the mind of a consultant. That's why I'm so upset with it, because it asks me like, tell me like, what do you need? It's standard. Do you prefer mild, smoother? What do you want your customers to feel like? All right, so now I know. It does give me a link that's not super helpful. So this is part of the training. Very good. So in chat here, I see it responded. I'm a professional smoker. It did give me some links that I can go and buy. Okay, cool. And then it gave me another one. Ooh, nice. It gave me the expensive ones. All right, good. By the way, if you enjoy the content, I'd be really grateful if you subscribe to this YouTube channel and you let me know what you think in the comments, and I will get back to you. I'd be really grateful, and thank you so much. This worked better than I expected, actually, and I want to train it because it's annoying now, because it's just being a consultant. So I don't want it to do that. It's just part of what I said. You can train it to be like, and this version, I don't like it. So I'm just going to fix that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and copy this and say prompt. In this case, you replied like this. Boom. I want you to provide links to products you recommend from now on. All right, so now I'm just going to do boom. Okay, so now I'm just going to tell it what I want it to do next time, because it just didn't give me links, and I want it to give me links. And this is an example, perfect example of how you can train it. Okay, so now let's see. So this is prompt is already correct. No changes needed. I see. Now this is because I went in and I activated another prompt version, which includes sharing links. And now I'm just going to test again and see how it does. So let's go to here and just ask this. Why can you recommend a cigar for a medium smoker like I smoked 2 times? And just to play with it here and see if it gives me some links or if it doesn't, because it's part of the training process. All right, so it gives me La Invicta Maduro Petit Blanc. Okay. All right, so can I have some links to these? And it comes back and it gives me some links and it shows me some images of them. All right, very nice. I like that. Bundle of 25, view here. Here's the link. Nice. Okay, cool. I like that. Gives me links to the products that I can buy. Look, it gives me the expensive ones. Okay, good. Now, what I want to say is I'm going to say /sys and prompt. Sys is you inquire it to understand how it thinks, and then prompt, you say /prompt when you want it to update its prompt. So I'm going to do first, I'm going to say, Sys, why don't you include links in the products in the beginning? Like, what's wrong? And this is part of how we train it. Agent behavior. The user first asked for recommendation, not purchasing links. So the agent kept the reply focused on suggesting suitable cigars without adding extra steps. No, actually, I want it. You have to anticipate, right? To give the customer, yeah, right. You might just want to check these and buy them. Why do you have to ask for it? This follows the instructions to answers only when asked, not relevant promptings. Persona, who you are, answer what was asked, be precise and focused. One-step questions gets one-step answer. Don't pad with any, no, actually, no. Let me just, no. You know what? Let me just go here in prompts and let's see. Okay, this one is activated. Let's click edit and see here. Persona and behavior. Never compress a greeting into a single clip. No. Answer what was asked. Be precise and focused. One-step question gives a one-step answer. No, in this case, I wanted to say no. Prompt. If a customer asks for product recommendations, please include links to those products. All right. Boom. Now I am telling it to update its prompt. So a quick question for you. Does anything in Zendesk do it this easy? No, it doesn't. And it's very expensive. So let's see, prompt suggestion. And now I have my updated prompt. Okay, it says no changes. Prompt is already correct. No changes needed. I see. Okay, makes sense. Then I have to give it something a little bit more concise, like anticipate when a customer asks for a product recommendation, anticipate their next step, and put a URL to the product so they don't have to ask. All right, so let's see how this does, because this one says prompt is already correct, no changes needed. Fine. All right, let me just pick your brain a little bit. Okay, and now I'm gonna save this up. Okay, good. Now it's activated. And yeah, the answer looks much better with photos and a bunch of links. And whoa, this is very nice now. I know I've made this too long, and I think the only one thing that I want to show you here is an agent. You have to go to config, so LLM configuration, so the model. I have chosen GPT 5.2. Now here in the playground, I can just change to something else, and it doesn't get changed in the agent. I just want to see how well it does with specific models. In here it's just testing, right? If I choose this 3.1 Pro and I ask it whatever, it's not going to get saved. So your agent, when it replies to your customers via email and chat, it will stay here, whatever you chose. So make sure to remember this. A list of many trainings that I will do for you. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.